Hello again, students. This is your flipped lesson for Storytown Lesson 21 Vocabulary. For this activity, you will need your vocab sheet, a pen or a pencil, and optionally a highlighter. Let's get started. Let's review the directions. First, watch and listen to this presentation on your own. Feel free to pause and go back as needed. Then, write the definition or meaning of each word. And finally, write a brief response to each question that goes along with the vocabulary word. Are you ready? Let's take a look at the first word. Our first word this week is band, and take a look at the way band is spelled in this case. This isn't like a rubber band or the kind of band that plays musical instruments together. This is a verb in most cases, which means that it is taking an action in the sentence. Another way this can be used is as an adjective describing a thing that has been banned. In this case, banned means when something is not allowed to be done, shown, or used. So you might use the word banned this way. Weapons are banned from all schools and from many businesses. Now think about this question. Why are cell phones banned in schools? Think if you can come up with a reason and write it on your vocab sheet. The next word on the list is ethics. When we learned about persuasive strategies in writing this year, we learned the Greek root for this word, which was ethos. So hopefully that will help you remember what the definition of ethics would be. Ethics is a noun. The adjective form of ethics is ethical, with the al ending on the end. The definition of ethics is your moral beliefs and rules about what is right and wrong. So think about ethics this way. Many people say they get their ethics from their religion. Next, consider this question. How have your ethics affected a decision you've made? Think about a situation and write about it in the vocab box next to the word ethics. The next word on our list is influenced. Influenced is used as a verb or action word in a sentence. Let's take a look at the definition. Influenced means when something makes a difference in your life or decisions. You might use influenced in a sentence like this. In art class, you complete projects that are influenced by famous artists. Now think about this discussion question. Who has influenced you the most in your life? Write about that person on your vocab sheet. Our next word is logic, and again, when we were using our persuasive writing techniques, we learned the Greek root for this word, which is logos, meaning numbers. Logic is a noun, and if you wanted to use logic as an adjective, you would add the al adjective suffix to make the word logical. The definition of logic is the science of reasoning, which decides the truth of a statement by using a set of rules. To use logic in a sentence, you might use it like this. The detective used logic and reasoning in order to solve the crime. Now think about this question. In what school subject do you need to use logic? Write it down and explain why logic is a good thing to use in that school subject. Our next word is modern. Modern is an adjective or describing word when you use it in a sentence. The definition of modern is something that is characteristic of the present time. So something that is modern is the opposite of something that is ancient. Think of the word modern in a sentence like this. The new city had a lot of modern architecture. Now think about this question. What is a modern invention? Write your response on your vocab sheet. The next word is promote. Promote is a verb or action word when it's used in a sentence. The definition of promote is contribute to something's growth and help to make something happen. Maybe you've heard the word promote before when you were hearing about your mom or dad's job and they got a promotion. With that I-O-N ending at the end, we've got the noun form of this verb, promote. Now think about this question. Why might a teacher promote studying? Think about it and write down your answer. Next, we have the word pursuit, which you've probably heard before when you were learning about the Declaration of Independence. Do you remember the phrase, the pursuit of happiness? This word, pursuit, is a noun or thing. The verb form of this word is pursue. The definition of pursuit is the actions you perform and the attempts you make to achieve a goal. So the pursuit of happiness is the actions that you take in order to become a happy person. What goals are you in pursuit of? Think about your answer and write it on your vocab sheet. Finally, we have the word urged. Urged is a verb or action word in a sentence. The definition of urged is when someone encourages you to perform some action. So think about the word urged, the way that it's used in this sentence. The doctor urged the patient to eat healthy and exercise. Now think about this question. What is something your parents might urge you to do? Write down your answer on your vocab sheet. That's it. Let's go over what's next. You can go back to review any words you do not understand. Please highlight or circle any words you still have questions about, and we will discuss them in class. Then, be ready to play a review game in class using these words. You will then read and understand stories that use these vocabulary words throughout the week. And finally, use each word in an original sentence, and this will be your end of week quiz. As always, make sure you have this assignment completed on time and turned in by the due date. We will see you next week.